morning, everyone, and welcome to our Bible sharing this morning. Thank you so much for tuning in. May the Lord bless you, keep you, and protect you always. The reading today is from Acts chapter 13 to 25, in which we read, St. Paul and his companions went to the synagogue on the Sabbath day, and when he was given an opportunity, he shared with them a summary of the history of Israel, of what the Lord has done to his people during the past. He recalled to them how God has done to the people of Israel, which brings us to a small topic that we would like to share with each other today: the importance of remembering and learning about history, especially the history of what God has done to us human beings, especially in the Bible and also in our lives. Because we human beings, we tend to forget easily. We shouldn't, because those who do not learn from the past doomed to make the same mistake once again. In Acts chapter 2, we also read Peter share with the people of Israel piece of history, what David prophesied about Jesus. In Acts chapter 7, we also witness Stephen in front of the Sanhedrin share with them, recalls to them all that the Lord God has done to the people of Israel, and he rebuked them for not opening their eyes to see the marvels, to see the wondrous deeds that God has done to the people of Israel. In Exodus 13:8, God commanded the people of Israel to teach the faith to their children, to remind them annually, at least, about the wonderful and mighty deed that God has done for their ancestor when he stretched out his arm and saving power to free them from the slavery in Egypt. Exodus 13:8, you shall tell your son on that day, it is because of what the Lord did for me when I came out of Egypt. It's because of what the Lord has done for me. And that's the reason why tonight our family will celebrate the Passover meal, the Seder meal, to answer, to give them an opportunity to question the reason why we celebrate, and to explain to the children the meaning behind of all the gesture and of all the action that will take place during the Passover meal, during the Seder meal. On the Seder meal, the children were taught some important questions. Ma nistana halayla, hazan miko halelot. Why is this night different from other night? and a few other questions. Why on this night that we eat unleavened bread? Why all the other night we eat all kind of veggies? Why all this night we just eat bitter herbs? The answer for the first question is we eat unleavened bread to remind us that the salvation of God came very quickly for our ancestor in Egypt. When the angel of death passed over the whole land of Egypt and killed all the firstborn, include animals and human beings. Only the house with the mark of the blood on their front door will be spared. And right after that, the angel of God urged the whole people of Israel, get out quickly, as soon as possible, run away as quick as possible from the land of Egypt. And because of that quickness, the bread didn't even have time to be mixed with the yeast, didn't have time to rise. So that's the reason why on this night we just eat unleavened bread. For the second question, why we just eat bitter herb? Because bitter herb reminds us of the time that we were in slavery in Egypt. And at time, horseradish was added to, which bring the tears to the eye, the tears of suffering and pain. The third question that children were taught was, on the other night we don't dip our veggies even once. Why on this night we dip twice? The answer is parsley was deep with salt water. Once again reminds them of the tears of the slavery. And the herb also was deep with the cherish, sweet brownie color mixture. Remind them of the brick and the mortar that they have to carry, that they have to labor to build up the pyramid for the pharaohs. The fourth question that the children were taught is, why on the other night we eat either sitting upright or reclining, but why on this night just reclining only? The answer is because reclining on a cushion, eating in a free and joyful manner is the gesture only safe for the free men and women. And now we are set free from the slavery. We have the right to eat reclining, leisurely, pleasantly. My friend, we were once slaves of Pharaoh in Egypt. A slave here of the Pharaoh of our sins, of the passion of this world, and of we are the slave of the devil in our sins when we fall into his temptation. But God has brought us out, set us free with his mighty hand and outstretched arm. If God has not brought us out, we would still be in the slavery, in misery, in depression, in utmost annoyance in our reason why during the Eucharistic celebration, Jesus reminds us, do this in remembrance of me. Do this, celebrate, worship God in remembrance of what the Lord has done for us. It set us free. It's setting us free. And because of that, we should read Psalm 89 every day. I will sing forever to you, my God, throughout all time. I will sing to you throughout all time. I will sing to you. Psalm 89. Forever I will sing the goodness of the Lord. I will sing of your steadfast love, O Lord, forever. With my mouth I will proclaim your faithfulness to all generations. I declare that your steadfast love is established forever. Your faithfulness is as firm as the heavens. I have found my servant David. With my holy oil I have anointed him. My hand shall always remain with him. Beautiful. My arm also shall strengthen him. My faithfulness and steadfast love shall be with him, and in my name his name shall be exalted. He shall cry out to me, you are my Father, my God, and the rock of my salvation. God is our rock. God is our fortress. And God has promised to each and every one of us that I have loved you with an everlasting love. I have called you, and you are mine. I have carved you on the palm of my hand. Even though your mother forsake you, I will never leave you orphaned. I will come. I will rescue you. You are mine. You are the apple of my eyes. All those beautiful promises, we should remind ourselves every day. We should forever sing praise and sing psalms to our God. Because our praise and our thanksgiving do not benefit anything for God, but grant us the salvation, the joy, the energy, so that we can continue our journey in freedom and in peace. And because of that, in the gospel today, the gospel of St. John chapter 13, he sent us out to proclaim that good news. Go out, proclaim the good news. Because you know why? Because he also promised that those who receive his disciples will be rewarded. He said here very clearly, very truly I tell you, whoever received one whom I sent, received me. And whoever received me, received him who sent me. Jesus promised that he will reward those who receive his messenger. So, on this day, thank you, the Lord, for saving us the troubles of our lives, when we are in the deep miseries of our sins. And we thank you, the Lord, for granting us the freedom to live in your presence, the freedom to walk on this earth and proclaiming the good news to others. Thank you so much for watching this morning. May the Lord bless you, and may you have a wonderful day